about this stuff either, because they're film people, and film people don't like to learn all this stuff. They don't care. But you guys are video. You're video. Even if you're making a film on digital video or high def video, it's all video, and you've got to learn all this. You've got to know all of it. And so it's frustrating because it's like I'm the only one that kind of teaches this stuff, and so I get a feeling a lot of students go, hey, that's Foster, he's all, he likes all these graphs and stuff. But it's like, no, I worked in television. I know about this stuff. I know both worlds, and I know film people don't care about this stuff. And so the film students all have an attitude like, this is crap. This is just television. If you work in a TV studio, you got to worry about this. No, you guys got to worry about this when you're shooting your video and when you're editing your video. So if you guys never open this up, you're like in a cavern and without a flashlight. You're walking around in the dark. And like right here, 100% is the magic number in a waveform arc. So if you go back here, this shot, whatever it was that I captured, is right at 100. So that's perfect. And this shot right here, whatever it was, it's got a lot of blue in it, but it's not very saturated, and it's got some beige. It's between red and yellow. So it's probably a person wearing a blue outfit. So I can tell that just by looking at this. Very simple. So there's 100%. The black level is down here. Remember I told you guys to make sure your settings are at 0. 0 is the black level for digital audio. In television, it's 7.5. So black level in television production down the studio should be like right about here, under 10. So it's 7.5. But this is digital video, so all you worry about is 0. But you guys, when you shoot, go out there and shoot. As long as you set the camera, don't worry about your black level ever again. And like I said, there you never want your image right here. Whatever this video was, it has some. It's like a beige floor probably, and there's a lot of red there. So I don't know what I was shooting, but it was a lot of red in that shot. And so there's the waveform, the vector scope in Final Cut Pro. I'll skip color bars for right now. Well, I think I shot this off of a monitor. I don't know why, but these are SMPTE color bars. The point of this was SMPTE color bars aren't just stripes going down. They're all these little boxes. And they're actually, it's called SMPTE color bars, and it stands for the Society of Motion Picture Television Engineers.
So what is that?
You missed television.
I missed television, huh? What?
I'm sorry, what's that? What's the name, dude?
What?
Yeah, that
SMPTE color bars.
Yeah, but what is it? What do you use it for?
You use it to make sure your colors are correct.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about that with your camera, like going out and shooting like right now. But in Final Cut Pro, you have color bars. You could call up color bars and everything, put it at the beginning of your video. If you output to video, the ritual they did for the last 40 years was that they would, they'd have it, when you output whatever you edited to video, you would always lay down color bars on the videotape. You'd have a slate, and then you'd have a countdown. And then you give this tape to the channel or whatever, and then they pop it in, and they basically look at your color bars, and then they make sure they're set, they're correct by the color bars. So color bars were real important for video production. They're less important now, a little less. They're still important for studio production, but they're not that important to you guys.
Doesn't it also put that 1,000 hertz tone?
Well, if you have tone, yeah, if you have tone. So in the studio, we usually will have the color bars and tone and lay that down, and you lay that down on tape too, so then they can check your levels and everything. So yeah, it's tone and color bars. Okay, now this is a little more important to you guys today, right now, because this is called a histogram. We have a histogram in this camera, so you could actually go in and find the histogram and open it and turn it on. I think you can select it. I don't know if you select it right here on the side. Is this on?
No, that's.
If you go into the menu to find the histogram, I guess. And you can turn the histogram on, and it'll open up in your, actually in the display, in the menu in the display. If you choose histogram, it'll open up in the bottom corner of your viewfinder of your LCD. And basically, what does it do? The histogram. Have any of you ever used a histogram before? Anybody?
And
Where
photography.
did you use it?
And photography.
Photography.
Yeah.
You photography.
Photography.
Photography. So, what in principles of photography or somewhere else or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for you guys that haven't used a histogram, there is a histogram in Photoshop. There's histograms in, like I say, in this camera. There's a histogram in Final Cut Pro, and there is a histogram in this camera. So, histogram is a graph that shows the brightness values of all the pixels in an image. So the reason I had this packet out, and I'm kind of throwing this at you fast, you guys